Hi there, my name's Renee, and in this video I'm going to show you 3 things that you can do today to help bring in more customers to your business. Now, most likely you're kind of wondering why I'm actually doing this and what's in it for me. So, oftentimes local business owners are too busy running their businesses, and so learning how the internet can benefit them and their company just isn't a priority. And so sometimes their only hesitation in hiring someone is they just don't know who the expert is. And so I have found that by giving people a free, easy attack plan of actual things that they can do to impact their businesses, some of those local business owners, and then some of them will reach back out to me and say, hey, Renee, actually, I'd like for you to do that for me if you could. So it's a win-win for both of us. So if by the end of this video you like what you've heard and you can see that I have a lot of tips and tricks up my sleeve, then if you want to reach out back to me, that'd be fantastic. All right, so the first, let's not waste any more time. I'm going to show you 3 things that are going to improve your online presence and bring more customers to your door. They are content, citations, and backlinks. So I've got your website up here on my screen. It's great. Most business owners don't know that they actually need content that is between 1,500 and 2,000 words for this niche in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So for you to show up at the top of Google, you want to be equal with your, or more than equal with your competitors. So if we look at your website right now, you have a 767 words on your website. And if I look at your competitor website here, Restoration Services, they have, whoopsies, I didn't count those words. They have 1,200. So that would be a very simple thing for you to do. They've just put in a little bit more effort with their content. And yeah, so then the other thing I have here is this little cool tool called DRS, and I pay a few $100 a month for it, but essentially it gives me a behind the scenes look at what Google is looking for when they're going to rank your site. Okay, so I did a little scan of your competitor here, Reset Restoration, and it looks like their keywords that they're ranking for are water damage restoration Tulsa. That puts them in position for have water damage restoration Tulsa, Oklahoma. That's 4. There's some other disaster restoration. They're number 6. So that's where they're ranking, and that's what's getting them higher up on the feed. Whereas if I go over to you, then I can kind of see what Google thinks that you're wanting to rank for. And I look over here and let's see, we've got disaster restoration services. That's position 9, water damage restoration Tulsa. So 7 is not too far behind Reset, but it's so anyway, so that is that kind of shows exactly the different keywords that your competition is ranking for and what your customers are searching for each month. And so including those in your content lets Google know, hey, this is what we're about, this is how we serve our customers, and this is what we want to be found for. So let's see. All right, so if I look up water damage restoration in Tulsa, the first thing, of course, what we'll see is our ads up here. This is can be a money pit if that your foundation is not great, your website, and so if it's not dialed in. So we got to be careful with the ads just to make sure that your site will actually convert them when they do reach you. So that's a hit or miss thing. Also, some people have ad blockers, and some people just on principle won't click on an ad. So then the next thing that we have right here, let's move on to this next thing. This is citations. Okay, so we've got this map pack here. This is the first 3 here in this Google map section right here. Now, first of all, what's a citation, right? Okay, so if you look at each of these businesses right here, you've got their business name, their address, and their phone number, right? And so the way that's called the NAP, all right? So you can look at this right here. This kind of gives an idea, name, address, phone number. So what happens is if you can increase your local citations by putting them in all these different directories, that's essentially what a citation is. And then when you get more citations than your competitor, then you gain more trust than them from Google, which pushes you above them in the map pack. That makes sense, right? So if you look over here in the map pack, we've got reset restoration is right in that top. Statistics show that the ones that are in the top in this area probably have about 200 citations. And so you are not in there. You are probably, I didn't actually look to see where you were, but you are a little ways down. So one of those things that we could do, this is absolutely doable, that we could get you into that map pack, but we don't want to just equal. We have a tool like Whitespark or Bright Local we can get into, and it will tell us exactly which directories your competition is listed in, and then we can literally go right down the list and match with their directories that they have, and then we'll increase over and above that, because of course we don't want to just match them, we want to dominate them, right? And so, and that way it takes a long time for them to catch back up. So anyway, that's a little tip for the local map pack. All right, one more thing I want to talk about today, and that is to go over link juice with you, or backlinks. That would be the third pillar that will really help you to dominate on Google. So when we search for water damage restoration tool, so we go past the map pack right here, and we get into the websites that are listed. So it looks like Burgraft Disaster Restoration is top. Next is Reset again. And so I went ahead and just, we'll look at resets right here. Let's see what their link profile looks like. So again, we're on this ARES tool again, looking at their backlink profile. What I'm seeing here, they've got 344 backlinks, 95 referring domains. So a backlink is just when one website links back to another website online. So think of it like this. Site A links to site B, and site A then gives some link juice. It's kind of like a vote of confidence, right? And in Google's eyes, this is passing them authority onto them, okay? So the more relevant the site, the more valuable the link. So for example, you're in restoration. So if you have another restoration site, or maybe the kind of chemicals that you use, and they link to your site, that is giving you authority, because that's a great link, because that tells Google that it just makes sense in Google's eyes, I guess. But if you were Pizza Hut, linked to you or something, that wouldn't be so great of a link, because you guys don't sell pepperoni, so it doesn't carry as much weight. Does that make sense? So anyway, all right. So if we look here, they've got 95. Let's go over ahead and look at yours, okay? You got 36 referring domains. So it's coming, it's getting good. But if we could do even more than that, that would be even better. All right. So the more you get, more quality backlinks you get, the better that's going to be. All right. So with Ahrefs, you can see exactly also which sites are linking to you. So we can come back here, we can see which sites are linking. And so we can go into their backlinks and actually get the same ones that they are getting, and even better. So, all right. I think we're done. So once again, we went over content. So your front page, we really want to increase that, and we want to get that up to at least 1,500 words, so that we can compete with Reset Restoration. Then the other thing we went over was citations. We probably want about 200 of those. We'll go out and have a look and see what the others got. And then the last thing is link juice. We just need some more relevant sites pointing back to you. And so Google knows that you are trustworthy. So as I said, you can either run with this information and take it, that's totally fine. Or if you want the most effective route and you want to save yourself the time, then you can give me a call. It's Renee, 907-242-2492. Thank you so much.